What's up, guys? I just want to cover this real fast. This is a big part of my income. Even if you can't donate something to help, whatever, this is how I make my money. I basically, YouTube's a fairly good size of my income monthly. If you can't donate or you don't want to, that's fine. Feel free to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. But if I kept you from spending hundreds or $1,000 easy at a shop, consider me. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to make these videos. I love giving free information, but it also feels good to have my back scratched too. You know what I'm saying? So everything you need to know is in the link below. Also in the comment section, you'll find all my information in the pinned comments. And I hope I help you guys out. You can help me out. Let's get started. What is going on, guys? So doing some work on my bike today. Got my big 1300 police cruiser out here that we're doing some work on. With this, I also have some stuff in line for the scooter, and we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to be working on my buddy's CBR 300R because it needs a lot of work. My girlfriend's is done. I'm getting ready to move that over to her mom's house now that it's done, so we can get out of the garage and make a little bit more room for the next project in here. But that being said, let's talk about this, because normally I don't install stuff like this on scooters, and I've always told people don't do it on stock components. But in this case, I am modifying the scooter, so stuff like this will be necessary for the RPM gains that we're looking for. So I know I said don't order the blue, don't order the orange, don't order the red, but this actually was an NCY package. This came from a reputable store, so I know that these are actual race components that will do exactly what they set out to do, even the three-prong tip. So don't fall for the cheap eBay kits. They do have a real kit at even Matt from Rolling Wrench if you guys are looking for parts, but they have the actual no rev limiter CDI, which is what I ordered. So 0 rev limiter on this. This is a go till you blow system. This is a high output coil and a high output spark plug. So we're going to actually install those today. And I did want to say that I am meshing gears. I did order performance gears for this, racing gears. So we're actually going to be removing the CVT transmission here in the future and swapping the gears on it so that this thing goes faster. We're looking to get about a 10 to 12 mile per hour gain by swapping the gears out. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but when your scooter already goes 40, tack another 10 to 12 on there, now you're going 52 miles an hour on a 50cc scooter. That's screaming. Then you add the addition of things like nitrous to it, and now you're going 60 miles an hour on a 50cc scooter that was never designed to do that kind of stuff on a stock build. So this is going to be a sleeper. But I also want to open the floor up to you guys to be able to send me your stickers, or let's say you're a business owner and you want to represent your business. I'm going to paint this thing fully black. We're getting rid of all the blue. I think I'm just going to black this scooter out, just have some fun, take all the stickers that everybody sends me. I'll put my contact information in the description of the video. It also gives you the ability to donate. Let's say you like what I do and you want to help me afford some of these parts to show you guys how to have some fun. Well, there you go. You can donate to me if you want to. You can join my member account. I think it's like $1, $2, something like that monthly. It helps. Everything helps, man. I try to put out as much free content for you guys as I can to, help you guys keep your rides on the road. And so anyways, that being said, let's get started. I think the first thing I'm going to do is replace the CDI because that's the easiest thing to access, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty, guys, I have my microphone on, so hopefully you can hear me. It's actually hanging around my neck here. Matter of fact, let me put my ropes in my shirt so they don't make contact with the microphone the whole time and scrape. So if I get louder and quieter, that would be why. So the CDI on this scooter is located right down here. I'm going to move all these wires out of the way. We're going to grab the CDI. I'm going to give a pull. We're going to disconnect these pins real fast. And once I have these disconnected, I can put that back in my box of goodies. And here you go. This is going to be the de-restricted CDI that allows me a full RPM range. So now we have an unrestricted scooter. Go until you blow. This will let the engine completely wind out with no safeguards. So install at your own risk. That's all I'm going to say, guys. Install at your own risk, okay? See if I can carefully tuck all this back in there. There we go. Okay. So there's that. Now, what I am going to do is go ahead and start the scooter up. This might be kind of loud coming through this microphone. It's probably going to make it very raspy for you guys, just because this microphone is very sensitive. So I apologize if that's the case. If it is, I'll just cut the audio out after I check the recording. But let's make sure the scooter starts with that CDI first. It's probably going to take a few kickovers to get this going. I did burn up the starter, so I have a starter on the way. It was kind of on its way out, unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to twist the throttle a few times, get some gas going down into the carb, and let's see if we can kick her over. So there you go. As you can see, it started right up, and that's been sitting. It's actually 44 degrees out today, so it's been sitting for a number of days. So clearly we know the CDI I just installed works fine. I'm gonna let this thing warm up for a minute, and then we'll come back to it in a second. Alrighty, here you go. So now we're going to, I've already got all this pulled apart, so we're just gonna remove the seat. We're gonna lift this up, we'll pull the seat aside, set that down. That should give us access to the coil setup on this. Looks like I'm going to need a utility knife here to cut that little piece off of there. Go to my goodie box here, see if we can find my utility knife. There it is. And I'm actually going to move you guys to the other side so you can see better. Alrighty guys, so looks like we have an 8 right here that I'm going to have to take off, but first we got to cut this off of there so I can pull this back. If I can get this off of there. Oh, come on, you dog. There we go. All right. Looks really new. We're going to replace it anyways. Reach down, pull that off, and then we're going to go ahead and pull. Let's see. Green goes to black. Future reference, yellow goes to green. So now we know. So we'll leave it like that. Let's go ahead and grab an 8mm. And an extension. We'll pop that guy right off there. Let me see. Here's my 8mm. There's my extension. Oop. Come right on over here. Because that looks like an 8mm to me anyways. If I can get that on there, is that going to let me on? Come on, get on there. There we go. Got her that time. All right. Nope. Pop this guy off there. So there's that one. Trusty zip tie through her. By the way, these are high heat zip ties, so won't have any issues with this breaking easily or becoming brittle. So there you go. Done with that. All right. And I believe yellow went there. Green went there. All right. Pull out my trusty. I suppose I could just use the knife. It's right here. May as well. It's right there. May as well just use her. All right. Now let's see. A lot of times these caps do not go back down how they should. But if we can get it over it at all, I'll take it. Or even close. There we go. All right. Plug in the spark plug. And then we'll kick the scooter over again before we put the new spark plug in and make sure that it works. So, let me back you guys up. Kick it again, see what it does. Make sure it starts. Key on. Perfect. All right, let's put a new spark plug in this guy. Alrighty guys, this can be a real pain in the butt. I'm hoping Buddy has not stripped this thing out yet. That would be awesome. A lot of times you buy these scooters, people try to work on them themselves and they end up stripping things out pretty bad. That came loose pretty easily. I really don't like that that came loose that easily. All right, it's pretty tight. I'm not going to keep going. I'm going to stop right there. It's not wiggling. I'm going to accept it as is. Hopefully we don't have any blow by. There we go. Installed. Let's see if it starts again. Okay, the entire performance package has been installed. Everything is working how it should. It's cranking up nice and easily with just a kickstart. And I think right now we are probably good to go. I think this should be working pretty well. Before I put it all back together, though, I'm going to go through all the vacuum lines and replace them because I think some of these just suck. They're coming off really easily, even with zip ties on them, and I'd rather just replace those lines while I can. So I'm going to put new vacuum lines from here to here, and hopefully that stops any extra air leaking that I'm getting. But I also need to replace this. This intake boot has a leak right here. Whenever I spray it with carb cleaner, I can hear it sucking air. So I'm definitely getting a little bit lean condition right here. So it is what it is. Hopefully that spark plug helps with the extra gas that I have thrown at it now. And I say that because I just popped this spark plug in there and it's very wet. And that would tell me that, it's not completely burning off all the gas. So hopefully that spark plug makes a huge difference on what's happening with the sparking. And hopefully that helps the scooter run slightly better with all the gas intake that I'm giving it. So anyways, there's that. And this was the NGK type R plug that was in there when I got it. So 3 spark plugs now. And this one is the one that is now designed for the kit that I'm putting on it. And the reason we're running so much gas is because I'm going to be throwing nitrous at it. So the scooter's always going to have a hard time idling because it's getting so much fuel. But it's fine once it's like under RPM, but it's always going to have a little bit of an issue idling because we're throwing tons of fuel at it. For any time I want to spray nitrous, I have to have that extra fuel for the nitrous to burn with it. So that's where we're at. I hope that helps you guys. You know, you don't have to be doing performance stuff like me. This video will help you if you're just replacing the stock components too. It really makes no difference. It sucks that that bolt stripped out so easily, but that's just Chinese bolts and parts. That's how this goes. So, you know, hey, if you can keep it working how it should while it's working, then great. If not, replace the part or zip tie it, man. You know, this is my personal scooter, so I'm just going to go with it. If that had been a customer scooter, I would have replaced the bolt. I would have actually rethreaded that, put a new bolt in there, but I know that this is my scooter. I'm just having fun with it, so not a huge deal. It's not going to affect anything by not being attached to the frame like that, so I'm good. I'm actually going to drop 2 more zip ties through there just so we can crunch that down nice and tight, make sure that we're not getting extra vibrations through it. But there you go, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, show a little love, and I'll catch you on the flip. Toodles.
Are you sure this is okay?
You're in country, dude. Live a little. Now, she's pretty sensitive, so go easy on the throttle, okay?
All right.